Today I'll be discussing an important issue which will affect us all by having an impact on the overall economy and way of life. Your taxes are hard at work supporting families and individuals below the poverty line. Programs such as Medicare, housing, food assistance, cash assistance, and more. Should we raise the minimum wage? Most people seem to be torn on this issue, but not me. I support the minimum wage on a local level. In the article, From the Minimum Wage to Maximum Politics, economists John Dawson and John Cedar estimates that the minimum wage stayed at a constant rate in line with inflation. The average American would now earn more than 3 times their current income. Another economist, Robert Reich, says minimum wage federally should be at $10.56 per hour, based on inflation. Recently, 13 states increased their wages, all but one, New Jersey, saw increased employment. In the article, in the defense of minimum wage, economists point to an increase of rapid technical change. This is due to higher skilled set workers being employed over lower skilled set workers and competition amongst industries. Verdun's law states that faster growth in output increases productivity due to increasing returns. In layman's terms, productivity of workers is based on pay and volume of work. The more you get paid, the more you work and better. Minimum wage laws are good for you and the economy. Anything that's good for you should be of concern, however, it's not all about you. It affects everyone around you. Your taxes should be lowered, or more realistically, could be used for better things like infrastructure, parks, equipment for the schools. Website Forbes.com estimates that 52% of all U.S. households receive government assistance. Raising the wage, if only by a little, will bring a lot of these families and individuals out of poverty, getting them off of assistance. So what else does there benefit you besides lower taxes? Technological advances which promote a productive society and overall better living standards over time. It's expected there be business volume increase and demand. At the same time, workers are predicted to be more productive and industries compete harder. How might all of this start? With change. Change starts with the people. You may not be able to vote directly federal on a minimum wage, but you can on a state level. The cost of living locally should be the most important factor in adjusting the wage. In the article, Is Minimum Wage Enough? Hansen and Hawley show how imposing one minimum wage over the entire country is a counterproductive way to address the stagnant incomes for the working class. Floridians' wage is set at $7.79 per hour versus the federal wage at $7.25 per hour. That's only 54 more cents difference. Like I said, change starts with the people. Vote yes. Many elections come to a close call and your vote does count. Recently, medical marijuana did not pass in Florida as an amendment because not enough people who could have went out and voted actually voted. The amendment lost by 3%. Another recent example, presidential election in 2012, Obama versus Romney, Obama only pulling in 5 more million votes than Romney. How may raising minimum wage affect our beloved United States? If the minimum wage were to increase based on cost of living, the future would come sooner rather than later. The standard of living would rise with productivity. More industries competing, businesses will be forced to hire high-skilled workers versus unskilled or lower-skilled workers. Better technology that would have come out tomorrow may come out today. The article, The Growing Consensus for a Higher Wage, points to studies which suggest that an increase in minimum wage can lead to an increase in employment. Even if the other side of the argument is right about job loss, it's estimated to be 1/3 of 1% of all the working class Americans. That's hundreds of thousands, under 1 million, which is marginally small. The world will be a more advanced place, probably faster paced, simulating a good change. So far, we've seen the many benefits such as lower taxes or taxes used for better purposes, such as like building a better world around you, new schools, new equipment, infrastructure, parks, and so on. It will bring people out of poverty, stimulating their spending, which promotes a healthier economy, increased employment in 12 out of 13 states, more production and competition amongst industries, bringing about better technology for a better standard of living. And what can you do to change this policy? Vote yes on increased wages for Florida, when it's on the ballot, of course, or support the initiative to get it on the ballot by promotion. People promote by sign waving, handing out flyers, talking with people,